little chefs. Well, it's Monday, and you guys know what that means. Let's go ahead and get this thing kicked off by reading some of your responses to last week's video.
Uber349 mentions that it was the work of philosopher David Hume that had the greatest impact on them. When he read that only our minds could exist, it was one of those oh crap moments. For the Silver Baiters, it was the Vlogbrothers. Not so much the videos, but the fact that it gave them a creative outlet, as well as the Nerdfighter community. For Osida5673, they mention Wrist Cutters, a love story. Now, several of you guys have been talking about this movie in comments, and I'm thinking I need to run out and rent it to see for myself.
So with regards to pieces of media that have really affected me, there are three big ones that I can think of. The first one was handed to me by my high school photography teacher, Rebecca Bloom. It was a quote from photographer Diane Arbus. Since then, I've been reciting this quote from memory because I can't actually find it online. And it goes something like this. In the beginning, there was the flaw. The flaw divided light from dark, male from female, individual from individual, species from species, particularity from particularity. The flaw multiplied and begat more flaws. Differences multiplied and begat more differences, until the world was full of flaws, an irreducible number of differences. And from the flaw was photography born, whose destiny it was to divide black from gray from white, to replicate differences and to reproduce the flaw. Now there are several different ways that you can pick this apart, but it had a profound effect on me when I was 16 years old. At this point in high school, I considered myself a theater major. But it was after reading that quote and doing a series influenced by Diane Arbus's work that I became really serious about photography. The second piece of media is actually a movie that had a profound impact on me. I was familiar with Darren Aronofsky's work before I walked into the theater to see Requiem for a Dream. But to date, no film has moved me the way that one did. I think I needed close to 20 minutes after watching that movie just to compose myself. Now, if you're under the age of 18, I would not recommend watching it because it does have a ton of adult themes in it. But man, oh man, everyone should watch that movie at least once in their lifetime. The third one was actually a book. The first edition of this book was given to me by two friends of mine. And it was a wonderful experience for me because as I was reading through it, I also got to read everything that they wrote in the side notes. But since reading House of Leaves in college, I cannot seem to get it out of my head. It's been my muse for several art pieces. I've had this idea for a movie based off of the book that's been in my head for the past several years. Alas, I'm not good at script writing, so it hasn't been going very well. It's been an amazing source of inspiration for me. And now on to this week's discussion topic. This is a big one, and I want some really detailed answers to this. Do you have an idea for what you would like to accomplish in your lifetime? And if so, what have you or do you have planned in order to achieve it? Really spend some time thinking about this one, guys, because I would like to start working on projects based off of this discussion topic next year. Coming up this week, I've got some amazing stuff for Cooking with Awesome, and that's gonna start tomorrow. So I will see you guys on Tuesday, and until then, take care. The first one was handed to me by my high school photography teacher. Teacher?